Hey everyone, and welcome back to Grace and Cherish. My name is Alexa, and today we are sharing a few quick tips on how to create your own leaf mold. Now, if you want to see how we're going to do it specifically here at Philo, you can watch this video to the end. But if you just want a couple tips to get you started, I got that for you. So first things first, what is leaf mold? Leaf mold is an incredible way to enhance the soil that's already in your garden. And all you need are leaves, water, and time. Things that you likely already have right where you are. And if you don't, for some reason, have leaves because there's not many in your yard or whatever it may be, consider asking neighbors or family or friends who might have leaves that they don't want or need. Now, you want to be mindful of leaves that might be polluted, leaves that have been run over by cars that are like near the street, things like that. Be thoughtful about not using those because they could potentially have pollutants in it. But other leaves that are in your land or in your friend's land or whatever it might be, those would be excellent. And getting a variety of leaves from different trees is also really helpful. So first, get your leaves. Once you have your leaves, you want to consider, if possible, breaking them up by using a push mower. We don't actually own a push mower, we only have our zero turn, so we use that. But whatever it is you have, trying to break up those leaves because that's going to help speed along that decomposition process. Once you have your leaves, they're broken up a bit, you want to put them in a place. Now, we actually have ours just uncontained in a corner of our backyard. You might want to put yours in a space that is more contained. You might not want it to blow, all over the yard, the leaves and whatnot. So getting some chicken wire, some posts, putting that around, putting your leaves in that's a great way to do it, or some other container that you might have. The biggest thing is you want to make sure that there is airflow. So while you want to keep the leaves from flying all over, you definitely want to make sure that you have proper airflow. After that, you want to water your leaves. So you've got them in your space or contained or uncontained, however you want to do it. Then you want to water them and make sure that they're very wet. And in a video that I actually watched when I was first learning how to do leaf mold, which I'll include in the comments because I want to give credit where credit is due. In that video, they talked about how you want to check on your leaves every 2 to 3 months to see if they've dried out or not. If they have, then you're going to want to make sure that you water them again. So that's about the most maintenance that you're going to have to do for leaf mold. So after you've watered them, you've got them in their space, the leaves are there, you can leave them. You're good. You don't have to do anything except now, the hardest part, you got to wait. It often can take, if you want to just use this as mulch, then it could take, 1 to 2 years for that to happen. If you're hoping that your leaves, are something that you can take to have them turn into soil that you can then work into the ground with your own soil to help improve it, then that might take a little longer, more like 3 years. So if you have the space and the time to do that, then this is a great and free way for you to start using the things that you already have on your property or near you to kind of improve your land. Now, if you're trying to save some space, one thing that you can do is collect your leaves and put them in a big black trash bag. You put those leaves in there, you puncture some holes, again, for airflow, and then you can just store them in a place that works for you. So if you're dealing with a smaller amount of space and you don't want to have just a big whopping, leaf pile in your yard because you don't have that, the room to do that, though, that's another way that you can still create leaf mold, but just kind of have it more out of the way. So those are some tips to get you started to create your own leaf mold at home. I'm very curious if you've already done it. How did it work for you? How long did it take for you? I would love to hear in the comments about that. Now, if you want to see how we're doing it at Philo, that's up next. All right, what we got going on today?
More leaves today. My technique is just try to blow them all on a tarp and move them over to our pile. That's kind of the most efficient way I've kind of been able to do it. And that's what we're going to do. I pull it with a mower and go that route. I'm trying to find which side is the short side of the tarp right now. So all I'm doing here is just weaving you got a ratchet strap. It's a Harbor Freight ratchet strap. You could use paracord is probably my preferred, but my daughter lost it.
We won't name names.
This is plan B. So anyway, the goal is just to tie this on here, and then I'll pull it with I got a hitch on the back of the mower. And I'll load it up with leaves and pull it with the mower over here. Should be easy. It's obviously be more leaves than this, but you get the idea. You get most of your work done when you're shredding at the end and pushing it on there with the mower, and then just go back with a rake or a leaf blower and put the rest on. And I'll show you how to move it then with the tarp over to the leaf pile.
So I actually have an attachment for my hose, but I forgot to grab it. And the water pressure is pretty low right now, so I'll have to fix that. And there we have it. Now we wait for about 3 years, but it's fine. When I have that update video, I'll be very excited to share it. In the meantime, I hope that you're doing well with your gardens, whether you are, cleaning out and preparing for this slower winter season, or if you're in a climate where you are able to continue on growing, whatever it is you're doing, happy gardening. I hope the best for you. Thanks for hanging out with me today.